Hey everybody! Again, it's Uniquely Victoria with the Juice Rise and Shine. Today I have with me the amazing Victoria Jean Josie.
Yes, that was perfect.
I got it! Yes. So she is here with us today, and she is an actress. So we'll get further into those details a little bit later. So Victoria, please give us a good background of who you feel you are or what you want people to know about you.
um, who I feel I am, I'm just your everyday girl. I'm just simple. Like, I love to be me and be in environments where I can fully authentically be me, and people who are with me can feel that same way and be that same way.
Okay.
Um, and I just like to enjoy life. I don't take anything too seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And I just like to be at peace and for everything to be happy. That's the basis of like who I am, and just to be happy and to have fun and be in good spirits as much as possible.
Nice. If you guys
Yeah.
were here with us, you would feel her vibe and real
Oh.
laid back and real chill, which is nice. It does
Thank
make you
you.
feel comfortable.
Thank you.
So.
As is yours.
Ah, thank
So
you.
we're vibing off of each other.
Hey, that's how we do it. So you originally grew up in Miami,
Yes.
and I don't, Miami. So, what would you recommend to people who are moving to the city since it's becoming the new it city? And especially if they have kids, what do you recommend?
Save your money. But no, just definitely don't try to move or be like in like downtown circle, like in the hot spots if you have kids, because it's like, yeah, you want to be in the mix, but you're setting yourself up for like a more difficult time just to be able to move around easily and feel in more like safer environments.
Okay.
It's better to come and like move more and like a little bit out. You can still be close to those areas, but a little bit more out in like suburban areas where you have like more space, more playgrounds, more fields and schools like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Miami, so like you'll be able to drive to all the hot spots if you want to, or take an Uber. So
Okay.
don't try to like move and go to all the hot spots with kids. It's gonna be you won't enjoy it as much. Like I said, save your money. Uh, and just be ready for a different climate of people, not just like weather, but people. Miami is literally a melting pot for a reason. So
Mm-hmm.
there's all different type of like cultures and people and attitudes and personalities. I think for the most part, people just want to have fun here. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So when you say different climate of people, do you mean also the mindset of the people here?
yeah, definitely. I think people are just more so like really relaxed here,
Mm-hmm.
and want to party and make the most of life,
Mm-hmm.
and enjoy their homes, and like and enjoy their spaces and people, and everyone like is trying to create a group of like their own group of family and friends that they could like enjoy life with.
Mm-hmm.
So just come with the mindset of like being open minded to making friends and meeting new people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which might not be too easy because some people can be a little bit standoffish and everyone stays with their clique.
Yes, I was about to say that's been my
Yeah.
experience. So I was gonna dive deeper.
Yeah, so it might be a little bit difficult, but if you're coming here like without any friends and family already here,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna have to. That's something you're gonna really have to push for, because it's people do tend to stay with their own.
Is it kind of like high school when it's like kind of clicky, or is it, or you just like when they're standoffish? Is this kind of like that's just the nature of down
I
here?
think it's both.
Okay.
I think it's both. I think you have some areas where it is very clicky and it's
Mm-hmm.
like, and then but people just tend to like, for the most part, Miami people are very like welcoming, like hey, like especially if they know you're moving to a city, they want you to love our city. They want you to come
Right.
here and brag about it and love it when you're here.
Yeah.
So
And spend your money.
and spend your and, and spend your money. So you're always gonna come here, and when people find out you're not from here, they're gonna be like, hey, and they're gonna want to make sure you're having a good time, and so in that sense, it will be easy for you to meet people. You just gotta like really be firm on what if you want to like insert yourself into that group, because it's gonna take work, because everyone here is like a lot of people that they're friends with, they've been friends with for years, and they've grown up with them. So if you want to insert yourself into that circle, you have to like really be adamant about it and just do the work.
Question. So you are a Haitian woman,
Yes.
Born and proud. How do you feel your Haitian culture has played a role in your life?
Huge. Haitian people are very proud people.
Okay.
We have a lot of pride, a lot of dignity in that we're like taught that in the household. Like we're not told be prideful, like we're not told that, but it's in the way that we're raised in our culture. Coming from an island, a culture of people who at a time when like everyone was like being enslaved and um, you know held against their will and like overpowered. Um, being from a group of people that were able to like really come together and be like, we're gonna fight, we're gonna kill, we're gonna.
I've heard this story.
Yeah, yes. and do it and be successful in it.
Mm-hmm.
It does something to you generationally, like when it comes to a sense of like your mindset and how you go about life.
Okay.
When you think of like your ancestors, oh, my ancestors did this, accomplished this, and and you have that in you,
Yes.
I feel like, and so I feel like it stuck with me throughout my life, and just having that sense of like yeah, I'm still human and I'm still a woman and I'm still soft-hearted, so I still have moments where like there's things and situations that I could have handled more toughly or more betterly, or more, and but that comes with like experiences or like whoever you're dealing with. But for the most part, as an overall, I would say, being of Haitian descent has really just helped me with my boldness and just being strong and my tenacity and just like having that fight in me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely have that fight in me, and I see it, in a lot of my siblings. Even my daughter now, I see sometimes in her, like when she be going up with her granddad, I'm like, I'm like, all right, calm down now, you're gonna whoop him. But yeah, I definitely think that it's given me that like that boldness to be like, I'm moving to New York, I'm leaving next week.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That sense, I think it's yeah,
okay.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So with the culture, a lot of times I feel like society can build stereotypes or build a wrong impression of a culture. What do you feel like a lot of Haitians are misrepresented for?
I think now, so when I was younger, so I was always proud to be Haitian, even when I wasn't cool. Because there was a point in time when I wasn't cool when I was younger, like in elementary school, and there would be like the stereotypical, oh, Haitians smell, or Haitians are poor, or look this way, or whatever. Or yeah,
have you gotten that one?
Mean? No, I haven't got mean.
They always have this mean mug on the face, what I mean?
No, that
I heard that before you finished telling us, but I've heard that with the Haitian culture, which it hasn't been my experience. I've met so many Haitians, and I just seem to click with Haitians. So, but I was told that they have a mean mug because it's part of the culture to kind of give that strong or don't mess with me type of vibe.
Well, yeah, well that's what I was talking about when I was speaking in the sense of like how like you have this sense of like pride and this toughness and
Yeah.
I don't know if it's necessarily done on purpose.
Okay.
I think it might just be something that like might come out subconsciously, like when you're like going somewhere and you're around people, especially if it's like a new place or a new group of people, and you just you put that your chest out, like like that boldness. But like even with like our dancing, like our compa dancing, like it's very like it's like pride. I mean that's prideful. It's like it's a partner dancing, but it's like up here,
Oh.
It's very like up here, whereas sometimes like it's like down here, like salsa and stuff like that. But us, it's like up here and you dance, like So yeah, it's just all about that proudness and that boastfulness. So maybe that's kind of what you're talking about, and it might come off as like angry or mean, but.
Okay.
But I haven't got that one, no. But like growing up, it was a lot of like the stupid little like, oh, you eat cat, and like stupid little stuff like that. And like I remember in elementary school being like, I don't eat cat, you eat cat. Like I was just like I was never the one to be like, I'm not Haitian. No, I'll be like, I'm Haitian. I'm like, and I would like teach people, like the kids in my school, like the history. I'm like, did you know? And give random facts, and they would be like looking at me like, okay, we were just trying to pick on you, but never mind. Like I wasn't trying to get like a history lesson, but But that was the most thing. But as of now, I don't really hear, because now it's like cool or whatever. I guess to be Haitian. It was always cool, but now it's like the it thing. So I don't really hear too many like negative things anymore.
No, so you don't feel like anything is missing, like misrepresented.
Well, for sure, the island in itself, especially what they show in the media.
Yes.
I mean, yes, we do deal with poverty and with the government and things like that is struggling, but overall, it's a beautiful country.
I heard that. I heard it's like one of the most beautiful islands.
It's gorgeous, yeah.
Yeah, I have heard that.
It's a mountainous land. It's beautiful mountains, beaches, food, like cuisine. Okay. The people are sweet, like. So I would definitely say that's like one of the biggest misrepresentations for sure. Okay. You know, like any island you go to, like it has its like rough parts and it has its beautiful parts. That's gonna be with any island you go to.
That's even with America.
Yeah, exactly. Most people they go to some of these islands and they like drive from the airport straight to the resort and they stay on the resort the whole time. They're like, oh, this island is beautiful. It's like, did you go to the whole island? Like you know, every place has its good and its bad. So yes, it does. Yeah, but I would feel like the most representation that you know has been portrayed is the ideal that the entire island looks like that, or it's like
it looks poor.
Yeah,
I think because that's to me how it looks like. I've never been to Haiti, but
the images that you've probably seen.
Yeah, it just makes it look like it's poor, especially during that earthquake.
Yeah,
you know they don't really portray the beautiful part.
No, of course. You
are also a mother.
Yes.
So how has that affected you, like better or like towards your journey? Like, what has that experience been like for
you? It's overall a good one, a great one. Yeah. There's like obviously you know the hardships that come through it, like mentally, emotionally. You know it goes like ups and downs. I feel like sometimes when people have kids or when people learn that someone's having a kid, they automatically think that, oh, that's it. Like your life is over. Like you can't do this anymore. But it had the opposite effect on me. If anything, I felt like I felt like, you know, having her made me even more, okay, now I really got to go after what I want to do. I really got to, like, you know, it had the complete opposite effect on me. Okay. I've become stronger. I've become better. I've grew thicker skin. I mean, living in New York, I think also did that for me too. Yeah.
Whatever they sell.
Yeah. That city will definitely, you know, but definitely having a daughter, it just made me like, and also being into my 30s too and getting older, but being a mother just really made me like grow more into my like my boss kind of like, you know, aura, you know. Okay. I just feel stronger. It's hard. Like because, you know, you have like this human being that's dependent on you, for a lot of things, even like emotionally, you know, and sometimes you don't have sometimes when you want a moment to just sit and process your own thoughts and feelings, you can't really do that because you have this person that's like, no, what about me?
Yeah, I'm first.
Yeah, like hello. So in those times it get kind of hard because you're just like, oh my God, I just need a second. But overall, it's great. I love being a mom. Like I love hearing her call me mommy. Like I love hearing that. I mean, not after like the 20th time in that 5 minutes. That's not what I mean. But you know, like it feels good to be, especially if you want to have kids. If you always wanted to have kids, like when you do have a kid and you finally hear like the mom, like it's, you know, it feels good. And like someone who is just like in love with you and just like, you know, they look up to you and they're just so like proud of you, you know.
Yeah.
And to have that same feeling towards someone. So it's been a road, it's been a journey, but it's been a good one. I wouldn't trade it. I wouldn't change it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I would say it's the best thing that's happened to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, would you also say it's the same for your career? I know you mentioned how like you it went opposite, like you go harder at things now. Does that also apply to you in your career? Like you want to push your career even further now, or do you feel like it's kind of shifted how you look at your career?
It didn't shift how I looked at it, but it definitely caused me to like pump the brakes on it a little bit. Not completely stop, but like, you know, there are times when like I'm going at it and I'm like, and then there's other times where I have like, okay, I have to like, and luckily the career that I'm in with acting, it is a career that has no cap on age. So you could, you know, at any age you could stop, you could go back, and it doesn't matter the age or like height, shape, look, like it doesn't matter. Like that's why I love acting so much too, because it's another world of like environment that just accepts you as you are. So that's what I love about acting. So I've had to like do a little bit of like stop and go with it. Okay. You know, because like motherhood gets in the way, not, it sounds bad, not in the way, but you know, you have to pause for that sometimes, and then other things that you have to take care of.
Right.
But, it's never made me be like, I can't do this, I have to fix something else, you know?
Okay.
it made me want to push harder and do it more because I'm like, okay, I want to show my daughter that like go for what you want. You know, don't let it stop you because you feel like you have this obligation or this responsibility or you have this like you said like no like go harder, you could do it. You know, yeah, definitely.
I love that, Mama. That's great. So I know we'll go deeper into the acting piece of things. However, you mentioned something where you're like it accepts you at any age. Do you feel like as you get older, just based on like kind of how Hollywood is, that it may be harder to get in? I mean, my perception, of course, I don't know anything, so that's why I'm asking.
It depends on what you're trying to achieve as an actor.
Okay.
Really, it depends. Like because there's a type of role for everything and for everyone. You know, they're always looking for something. Like if you watch a TV show, and there's like the main actor and they're in a scene and there's like someone in the background scanning the groceries. Like there's that person auditioned for that role. That person was picked for that role. That person is an actor. Like, you know, they needed someone for that. And that person could look any way, like, you know, like whatever it looks that they're looking for.
That's a good point.
So it's, you know, there's so many aspects about that, like, you know, film and television and like actors and acting that's just like, it's just a wide range, you know? So it's like, it's not like you have to fit a type. You don't have to look a certain way. Like, that's the best part about it.
That's interesting because I've heard opposite. But I don't know if that's just because maybe like you said, the direction they were trying to go.
Well, okay, so if you're thinking like super Hollywood, like A-listers, like in front of the camera all the time, like, yeah, of course they're gonna push for like, oh, you have to be super fit and look your best and da da da, because you have to promote this image.
Yeah.
But in a sense of someone who just like thoroughly enjoys acting and wants to make a living off of it, and you know, doesn't mind being a little famous in the limelight, like, of course, like, you know, like there's actors who have all different kinds of looks. And it's not closed off to you in that way. Now, maybe if you fit a certain look that they're looking for, you might have a better chance of reaching that like height of celebrity that you're looking for.
Okay.
You know, but it's not gonna. But if you don't have that look, it's also not gonna stop you. If that makes sense.
It does make sense. I think that's a great clarification for people to know. You know, whoever ends up watching this, they should know. And there may be people watch this. I want to get into acting.
Yeah. Definitely go for it. Don't worry about if you don't fit a certain look or you don't look like a certain type of way, because your look might be unique and it might be, you know, might be something that's like, a lot of people get casted because of specific things that they have, a scar or a hair type or a body type, or, you know, a lot of people end up getting casted for those specific things and then their careers get taken off. So don't always think that because you have certain things and you don't, that it's going to stop you, because it might be what takes you off.
Oh, I love that advice. Back to motherhood. Was your daughter expected or unexpected?
Unexpected.
Okay.
Definitely. Yeah, she was unexpected. Yeah.
But a great unexpected.
Yes.
I'm not making it about.
No, definitely not. No, it wasn't like a conversation like, let's do this now. Like, you know.
Yes.
But it wasn't in a sense either where it was like two people who were just like fooling around like, oops, this happened. It was like, you know, it was a relationship that was like a committed relationship. There's a lot of respect and love there when it happened. And so that's why we decided it's like, okay, we're moving forward. Like, you know, we're going to have this child. So it wasn't something that was like, oh no, it was a mistake. Like, what were we thinking? Like, it was just kind of like, oh, okay, we didn't plan this. But, you know, she was made out of love and respect. And you see that through her and her personality. And you know, her spirit, you could tell like she was made from love. So yeah.
That's so sweet. No, I know her daughter. So that's like, she really is a really cute little girl.
Oh, thank you.
So yes, what she's saying is true.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So since we're still kind of on the kid topic, what were you like growing up as a kid?
A mess.
No, this could be a lot of things for a lot of people. So when you say that, what do you mean?
Well, I ask my parents from time to time because like we have our own like idea of how we were as kids.
Yes.
And so I try to ask my parents, and I go, like, I could say, you know, my sisters may not agree with this, but I could say, and speaking to like other family members, like older cousins and stuff like that, they used to always tell me I was the favorite. And, and they would say this in front of my sister, so that's how I know they weren't just trying to butter me up. So I was the favorite. I am the favorite. I just was very free spirited, like, and I still am that way to an extent, obviously, because I'm a mom. I have to be a little bit more like cautious with it and a little bit more like strategic with my free spiritedness. Yeah. But I was the one that would like just go outside and climb in a tree and sit there and read a book.
Really?
Oh yeah, like, or like I would like want to go to school in like a baggy t-shirt, shorts, and cowboy boots. And yeah, like, and I'm like, I want to do ballet, and then we would go to ballet. I want to do karate, and we would do karate. Like, I was just always doing something and putting on shows. Like me and my sisters would put on shows all the time, for like whoever would watch. Just very rambunctious, spontaneous, and challenging. Especially if you ask my dad, he would say I was very challenging. Like I was always like, because like my dad's like, you always have that one person in the family, that one adult that's like, if you don't care, I'm taking this so and so's house. Yes. Like that was my dad. But like to me, I'm like, and like, so that's why. But I was just in the same way like then how I am now. I was just super like chill, fun, like impulsive, but soft and caring and like just goofy.
It's beautiful. I love goofy.
Yeah, I love goofy too. Just like, who cares if you look? It's like, why do you care if someone else thinks you look stupid? Like, especially if you don't know them. Like,
right? They don't know.
How are they gonna affect your life? Like, how do they add to your life in any way for you to care enough? Like, just if you feel like doing that, do that. Like, if I feel like doing a cartwheel, I'm gonna do a cartwheel. Like, I did that the other day at work. I had like this like sudden urge to do a cartwheel. I don't know where it came from. I just like, it was so weird. I was like, I want to do a cartwheel, and like my body was like, do a cartwheel, and I just did the cartwheel.
You did a cartwheel
at work.
Random. Oh my goodness.
It was so weird. Like,
that's something to catch on video.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, my boss was probably looking at the video like, this girl, like, what is she doing? Like, just like random like cartwheel, like, and then I just go sit down at the computer, like. I got
that out of my system now.
So weird, but yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah. Man, I should have a video of you doing a cartwheel.
Yeah.
That
oh no, I'd break my neck.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Me too. I could barely walk in heels anymore.
Me too. You didn't say that. So what do you feel like, since like growing up, or any advice that you've been given, what do you feel is the best advice that's held true to you? Like till this day, you still like or like?
Treat others how you would like to be treated.
And who told you that?
Church. But no, but no, but my parents also, just like, I feel like sometimes, a lot of times we like to, like, you feel like, oh, the nice guy and girl finishes last or whatever, and so people want to be tough and mean and look out for themselves and do what's gonna like make them happy and yada yada. And I'm like, that's great, like that's gonna make you happy in the short term, but in the long term, how's that gonna make you feel when you look back and you reflect on ways you went about situations or how you treated people, especially people who are good to you. Like, maybe in the moment you felt good because you got what you want. You could walk away and say, oh, well, at least I did this, or at least I got that. But in the long term, what does that do to your spirit?
Yes.
And then sometimes you're sitting around wondering like why this doesn't work out for you, or why you feel a certain way and you can't kick this feeling, and it's probably because like of ways you decided to like act that's like messing with your subconscious, like, just don't take advantage of people. Like, don't be naive and closed off to where you're not realizing when people are taking you for granted, or, at the same time. But just like, if you don't want someone to talk to you a certain way, don't talk to them a certain way. If you don't want someone to treat you a certain way, don't treat them a certain way. Now, when they do, then you could take off. But, you know what I'm saying? But like initially, like, just come with like love and peace and respect, and just put that out there, and you will get it back. Even if it doesn't seem like it's like right away, it's gonna come back.
Yes. No, those are great major points. So basically, like, for you, karma is a big thing.
Yeah.
And then not only that, but you look at the long term, which I feel like a lot of smarter individuals look at the long term, because I feel like society these days are so on instant gratification, and sometimes even myself, I'm like, man, I wish that I got the results quicker.
Yeah.
So I think from what you're saying is like a major point is always remember the long term and how it's gonna affect
Yeah.
you in the long
Yeah, because people always like to say, well, I'm in today in the moment. I might not be in the long term, but you might be in
run.
the long term.
Yes.
So think about it that way and just, do what, like sometimes I feel like it's hard. It's harder to do the nice thing when you want to do the wrong thing. So why not
Mhm.
challenge yourself and just do the right thing,
Mhm.
and do the nice thing.
Mhm.
And, yeah, like, and it's not just like, don't just do it for the sake of like not getting bad karma. Like, don't let that be like your only reason for being nice.
Yes.
um just generally try to be a good person, because then like whether you like believe it's God or the universe or whatever, like it's gonna come around for you and it's gonna work out in your favor. And that's been every situation in my life. Like every time, like I haven't, thankfully I haven't ran into many situations where I've been done wrong by people or situations. Thankfully I've been, I've had good luck with that. But the few times I may have, like any time where I was like mistreated or taken for granted or whatever, it never failed in due time. It's like, it's like Cardi B, when Cardi B was like, I've been seeing a lot of people getting their karma. I told you, God don't play about me. Yeah. So I just like, I don't even like put in the energy to try to seek revenge or try to make a plot to get back at people. Just like, okay, I see what you did. Like, you're like, I'm gonna remove myself from your life in this situation.
Yes.
And in due time, like you'll see how you're gonna like regret that situation. Like,
Yes.
and you keep moving forward. Like, don't take it as a loss. So that's been the biggest piece of advice that I've lived with for my life, and it's been working out for me.
You all need to listen to her.
Listen to me, that's right.
You do. Yes. So since this is a uniquely Victoria presentation, what do you feel like are 3 unique superpowers that you have?
I can fly. Okay.
I was looking at you like, wait, is that related?
No, superpowers that I have, I would say, my ability to, I feel like, extend grace at times.
Okay.
Um, it's a tough question.
That's a good question.
It's a good question. It's a good tough question. Um, I'm gonna hype myself up a little on this one and say I love my spirit.
Okay. You do have.
I love. Thank you. You're so sweet. She's so sweet. I love when she compliments me. Um, I know, but I love my spirit. And I love my dependability. Nothing makes me feel better than when like my friends, my loved ones or whatever tell me how much that they love me because of how I make them feel and how I show up for them. And that brings me a lot of like happiness.
Okay.
Because I know we all need somebody. Like we all need,
Yes.
So I like that. So I feel like that's like one of my superpowers is to be able to be there for others
when needed.
When needed, yeah.
Like you're able to remove yourself out of the situation and be there for that person.
Yeah.
That's the superpower.
Yeah, even when I feel like situations where people do things that might have been like hurtful to me,
That's where the grace is coming in.
Yeah.
So your superpowers are kind of linked together. It's like your spirit, then you have your grace,
Yeah.
which extends over into the dependability of who she is.
Yeah. Ooh, deep. I like that. Yeah. I like that.
Also, Uniquely Victoria is all about fashion.
Yes.
What does fashion represent to you, or what do you love about fashion?
How it could speak for you without you having to say anything.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
So to your point, I love how every interview I've done leads that up to this, which just means it's meant to be. So when you look at my outfit, what is it speaking to you?
I would say I speak to you like if I didn't know you and I saw you, I would say, okay, this is a woman who is intelligent. Kind. I like the color, like your colors and like the colors that you like to wear and how you rock it. Like the energy that exudes is like, okay, kindness, smart, but also very like driven. Like you know what you want. Like I feel like I could come to you, like, okay, this is the woman, like if I need like to talk to you about something or I need to get answers or work on something, like, okay, I could go to this boss. Like this is the boss right here. Like
I love that answer. Now over to yours. So I always pick on her, by the way, because she loves black. But hey, I'm not. It's not in a negative way. I love it. But why do you love black, or what does black do for you?
Because like it's just such a bold color. It's just black. You know, like it's you. I feel like with black, you insert into it the energy you want to put out, right?
Okay.
So like you know when you wear a certain color like red, you want to be sexy, you wear red.
Yes. Yes.
You wanna exude happiness, you'll wear like a yellow and orange. You want like there's certain colors for certain things. With black, it's like you could wear black and you could be any of those things.
You think?
I feel like
That's true because most people I think see black as dark.
Right.
Or like edgy.
It can go either way, for sure. For me, I just feel like, for one, it looks good on any skin tone.
Yes, it does.
It's like, it looks good on any skin tone, any shape, any size. It's simple, but it's still edgy and bold and sexy. And, it's strong.
Okay.
Like,
it is power,
yeah.
It is. Black does represent. If you guys look up color definition, because apparently colors now have meanings.
Oh, yeah.
So if you look up black, it means like powerful or authoritative.
Yeah.
So
that's why I love it.
Nice.
Yeah.
So since you always is it black your favorite color, or is it just the color you love to wear?
No, it's just the color I love to wear. My favorite color is actually like a blush pink.
She got them Victoria's Secret colors, the pink and the black.
Yeah, exactly. See, I didn't even think about that. But yeah, I love like a blush pastel, almost rose goldy pink. Like that's like my favorite color.
Oh.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah, when I was younger, it used to be like hot pink.
Yes.
And I would walk around with like a hot pink crayon in my pocket. Because I was just weird like that. And, but as I got older, it like grew into like a regular pink, a light pink, and like now it's just like a pretty rose gold.
That rose gold color is dope.
Yeah.
It's probably one of my favorite colors right now.
Yeah, because it's just like soft, but it's subtle. It's pink. It's not too vibrant. It's just like.
But it's bold when you see it. It's like, ooh, it's different.
Exactly.
I love different. So
yeah.
I love that color.
I love it. Yeah. But yeah, no. So I know black, and then like I love the word black, but then pink is I know it's like.
Like I said, the Victoria's Secret color.
Yeah.
And her name is Victoria, so and my name is Victoria.
It's a lot of Victoria. Yeah.
I'm your host.
Yeah.
So I have a surprise question for all of my interviewees.
Oh Lord, I'm scared.
So you were talking about how, like a few minutes ago, at work, you just did a cartwheel in front of, because you felt like doing it.
Yeah.
So what is the most bizarre thing that you've ever done?
I gotta think. I think. I mean, I would say bizarre, but I know I'm not the only person who's done this. But would be like moving to New York almost like on a whim.